Hello, dear students, and welcome back to the second chapter of history, that is Early Humans Part 2. So, students, in the previous part, we learned about the Paleolithic Age. We learned that about the Stone Age, that what is the Stone Age, and the division of the Stone Age into different periods. In the previous part, we learned about the Paleolithic Age and the characteristic of Paleolithic Age. Now, in this part, we are going to see the Mesolithic Age. Let's have a look on the chapter. So, in the previous part, we learned that Paleolithic Age was from about 2 million years ago to 12,000 years. Now, the next period, that means after 12,000, or we can say about from 2 million years ago to 12,000 years, there was a gradual change in the temperature also, in the climatic conditions also. So, around 12,000 years ago, major changes came about in the climatic conditions prevailing throughout the world. That means throughout the world, the temperature of the earth started increasing. As a result, the climate became relatively warm. It marked the beginning of the Mesolithic or Middle Stone Age. That means when the climate of the earth started increasing, or we can say that when the earth became warm, from that only the Mesolithic age started. Due to the climatic conditions, or we can say that due to changes occur in the climatic conditions, certain things also change, like development of grassland, which led to development of grass feeding animals. Now grassland increases, that means that the grass started increasing on the surface of the earth, and that is why those animals also started increasing that depend upon those grasslands. People might have thought of domesticating animals when they learned about their feeding habits, etc. Now, when people know about that which animal depends upon grass, they started domesticating those animals. Domesticating animals means they started keeping those animals with themselves, and they they started keeping it for their benefits. So this was the first change, that the climate increases. Due to the increase in the climate, many new crops or plants started increasing, and those animals also occurred, or that also started increasing, that depend on those grasslands. Relatively warmer conditions means in comparison to the Paleolithic age, the temperature of the Mesolithic age started increasing. Development of grain bearing grasses, that means grasses that bear grain like wheat and barley. Wheat and barley were the two main crops that was existing at that time also. So basically the grasses that can bear crops, this wheat, barley, maize, these all are grasses only, which led to growth of wheat and barley, and after that rice in different parts of the subcontinent. People may have thought of growing them now. Now, in Mesolithic age, people were not knowing how to grow crop. When the temperature of the earth started increasing, that led to an increase in the variety of plants and animals, and that is why hunting and gathering food became easier. Now people started residing to the places, or started living nearby the places where these grasslands are available, so that their animals can be fed properly. These conditions for human survival became favorable. Now as the temperature increases, now conditions became favorable for the habitation of humans. Next thing is that this period is started from around 12,000 years, and it ended in 10,000 BCE. BC. So we can say that this period was not a very short period comparatively to the Paleolithic age. This period is the transition period. Now, what is the transition period? When the things were getting changed at that time, this period saw a large amount of changes. Mesolithic culture represents a variety of hunting, fishing, and food gathering techniques. Now, we have seen that how the temperature changes, and how in this period basically new animals or plants and the habits of people started changing. So what is Mesolithic age? Like we have learned in the previous part also about the Paleolithic age, the Mesolithic is also a Greek word. Mesolithic word is also formed with two Greek words, that is first is meso, that means middle, and the next is lithic or lithos also. We can say lithos. Lithos word means stone. So the meaning of meso is middle and meaning of lithos is stone. So middle stone age. What was Mesolithic age? Middle stone age. Now this period started around 12,000 years ago and ended in 10,000. Now, this is only the Mesolithic age. Paleolithic means old stone age and Mesolithic means middle stone age. Now, let's have a look what are the correct characteristics of the Mesolithic period. So, Mesolithic culture represents a variety of hunting and fishing. Fishing is the new way of feeding. That is only, so fishing also started in this period and new food gathering techniques also started. During the Mesolithic period, now people began to make different types of tools called microliths. Now the main feature of the Mesolithic period I am explaining you, first was the increase in temperature, then temperature started increasing. New varieties of plants and animals started coming into existence and fishing also started in this period. People started, or the people of Mesolithic period started making microliths. In the Paleolithic period I have explained you that people use crude stone like that only. That means they use the stone like that only for different purposes. Slowly they started giving them shapes, but in the Mesolithic period they started using microliths. Micro means small and lith means stone. So basically in the Mesolithic period people started using small tools. That means the tools that were smaller, sharper and more efficient than the tools of Paleolithic period. So this is only known as microliths. Microliths means the tools that were made up of stones and were smaller, sharper and more efficient than the Paleolithic period. Now many new tools came into existence. You can have a look. Scrapers. In the Paleolithic age also we have seen scrapers. We can see the difference between scraper. At that time scraper was just like a stone, a large stone. But slowly the size of scrapers also started decreasing. That means small scrapers came into existence and they became more sharper in comparison to the Paleolithic scraper. Borers also came into existence. For digging the earth they use borers. As you can see, now the tools became little bit polished. Now they started polishing their tools also, because as you can see in the picture they are a bit shinier in comparison to the Paleolithic age, because in the Paleolithic period they as it is used the stones, but in the Mesolithic period they started giving them proper shape. Now sickle also. We got sickle from the Mesolithic age. This proves that people use sickle for cutting the crops or for cutting the grasses. Arrowhead became more efficient. People started using arrowhead. That means arrow will attach with the wood. They started attaching arrows with wood, and one more thing started using, that was fishing hooks. This proves that many fishing hooks have been got by the historians or the archaeologists as the remains of Mesolithic period. This proves that the people started fishing also, or they started depending upon many aquatic fishes or other aquatic animals for their food. Now they started using sickles and hooks and bait also. This improved bait means the food that they fixed into the hook so that fishes can attract. Bow and arrow also came into existence. Not only arrow, bow also came into existence so that people can hunt fast moving animals from the distance, or so that they can hunt dangerous animals from the distance. So these were about the tools. Microliths have been found at Adamgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Bagaur in Rajasthan. Many microlithic tools, that means many smaller tools, have been got from Adamgarh, that is in Madhya Pradesh, and Bagaur, that is in Rajasthan. As I have explained you that during this period, since the temperature started increasing and the earth became warmer and warmer, that led to the increase in variety of plants and animals. Now, as the variety increases, the process of domestication started. That means now people started taming animals, like we keep pet at our home, like cow, dog, cat, we used to tame them. Like that only the domestication of animals started. Now people started taming animals for their benefits or for their uses. So the process of taming animal and keeping it as a pet or on a farm, that is only known as domestication. If someone asks you what is domestication, so domestication is about two processes. The first process is to tame animal and to keep it as a pet with you and to utilize it. Like why we tame cow, so that we can get milk from it. Why we tame goat, so that we can get meat from it. So that is only the reason. Why we tame dog, so that it protect us. So for their benefits, now people started taming gentle animals, the animals from they do not have any harm, they do not cause any harm to anyone. Those animals they started taming, horse, donkeys, so that they can load their luggage on them. Now one more process is there, the cultivation of plants for food. Now in this period, people have seen growing the new varieties of crops or grass, we can say, but they do not know the concept between the seed and the plant. They were not knowing this thing, that the plants grow with the help of a seed or with a seed. Slowly, they come to know about this process, that there is a relation between seed and plant, that a plant grow with the help of seed only. They discovered the food value of the seeds in certain grass such as wheat and barley. Since these variety of grasses came into existence, they depend upon fruits and vegetables that they got from the forest only. So they started experimenting on these crops and they find it more efficient, or they find it good for their fooding purposes. That is why they started protecting that. People of Mesolithic age started fishing also, and for the purpose of fishing, they started settling near the river valleys. The people of Mesolithic age also settled near the rivers or where there is water bodies for the purpose, so that their fulfillment of water, or since ample amount of water is available on those places, so their need of water can be fulfilled. The land near water is also fertile. That is also the reason why they used to settle near the rivers, so that if the land will be fertile, so it is obvious that crops will grow there efficiently. They understood the concept of seed and plant. Man started taming gentle animals such as dog, cow, goat, etc. The first animal to be tamed was dog. Firstly, they started taming dogs. So this is all about that. The characteristic of this period were hunting and fishing settlements along rivers and on lake shores where fish and other aquatic creatures were abundant. Mesolithic human discovered the food value of the seed and certain grasses such as barley and wheat. They began to gather these for food. They do not know how to grow crops, but they started gathering these food crops for the purpose of their fulfill their hunger. Seeds that fell at the time of gathering might have sprouted, suggesting the magic link between seeds and plants. Slowly, at the last, they come to know about the relation between the seed and the plant. And later, in the Neolithic period, they might have experimented by dropping seeds into the soil and found plants growing. In the Neolithic period, you will see that people started growing these crops, wheat and barley. They will start doing agriculture, or we can say that farming. This time, in the Mesolithic period, they understood the concept between seed and plant. They understood this thing, that if they will sow seed into the ground, it will become a plant of that same. Man learned to tame some gentle animals such as wild dog, cow, goat, etc., and use them for his own benefits. Now, next thing what happened? Now, since people started the fishing and they started knowing about the crops, so people generally started settling near the river bank. Now, since it is not necessary that at the river bank the caves are available, in Paleolithic period they used to live in cave and rock shelters, so it is not necessary that around every water body there is cave or rock shelters. So for the purpose of living they have to make houses. Now the Mesolithic period started making primitive houses. These houses were not that permanent, they were like temporary houses. They started making small huts and started living in there. So basically they used to build their house or they used to make their huts near the river valleys where there is plenty amount of water, so that they can fulfill their need of water also. And the soil of these regions, river valleys, are very fertile for growing crops. Remains of human burials have been found at some Mesolithic sites. What is human burial? We have studied that humans are buried under the ground. This time also, after death, humans are buried under the ground. So from that time only, from the early human times, during the Mesolithic age, when the people died, they used to bury that person under the ground. But these people believe that there is life after death also. They used to believe that after that death also there is a life. That is why people need things after death also. That is why they used to bury the useful things with the dead body. Like they used to bury food items or their animals also. They used to bury their animals also with those persons, and many other things, the things that that person was using, all these things were buried under the earth with the dead bodies. So we come to know that people used to at that time, after that dead bodies buried under the ground. Now many these burial sites, many these skeletons have been excavated by the archaeologists in many Paleolithic sites. Now you can see this is dugout boat that they use for fishing purpose, so that they can go in the rivers and do fishing. This dugout boat was meant by, we can say that these dugout boat was basically meant by digging out the big logs of wood. They used to bark dug out the whole bark of the tree. This, they are not made up of efficient woods, they are made up of trees only. They used to dug out the trees only for making these type of boats. So these are dugout boat that Mesolithic men used for the purpose of fishing. Now rock paintings. Now these people used to make paintings, or they used to express their ideas with the help of painting. Many rock paintings, wherever they were living in the rock shelters, on the walls of the rock shelters or on the walls of the caves, these types of rock paintings have been found by the archaeologists. So this is the most important source of the early human, that is rock painting. Many rock paintings have been found by the archaeologists. At the rock shelter of Bhimbetka, I have explained you the Paleolithic site Bhimbetka, that is in Madhya Pradesh. From there, or from the rock shelters or caves of Bhimbetka, about more than 5,000 paintings of Paleolithic and Mesolithic humans have been found. These Bhimbetka have been listed as World Heritage Site by UNESCO. World Heritage Site means that is an important place, Bhimbetka. It is protected. It should be protected and take care, because it is having the evidences of the early humans. That is why UNESCO is an organization that works for the preserving or for protecting the old monuments. So they took it as also a World Heritage Site. That means a site, a place that should be protected. for the future generation, so they can also understood by this. In most of these paintings, animals have been shown separately as part of hunting scenes or running after hunters. Many, they what they were doing, they were usually doing hunting, they were usually living with the animals. So mainly these paintings have these scenes only, like people are hunting animals, animals are running here and there, birds, fish, lizards, crabs, fox and scorpions have also been drawn. That means this proves that all these animals were existing at that time. That is why only they are making it. They used to make cows, they used to make deers. So this proves that all these animals were existing at that time. For making these paintings, they use colors also. These colors were basically red and white. White colors were only there. Sometimes the stone is only of that color. Sometimes they used to extract color from the plants and use it for the rock painting. Men and women have also been found. That means the painting of men and women have also been found from these. They used to show that they are sitting on some animal, they are hunting using bows and arrows, they are living in groups. All these things are cleared by seeing these paintings, that yes, these kind of things were existing in the past. So all these things are, rock painting is an important source that tell us about the early humans. So this chapter is over now. We have learned about the rock, we have learned about Paleolithic age and Mesolithic age. This was only there in the second chapter, and this chapter is over. Now I am giving you some understanding based questions. You have to do these questions in your additional copy. Why prehistoric period is also known as Stone Age? Why prehistoric period is also known as Stone Age? Because stone was used at large scale. What was the major discovery of Paleolithic age? Major discovery of Paleolithic age was fire. What were microliths? Microliths were smaller tools that were more efficient and sharper in comparison to the Paleolithic tools. Into how many periods Stone Age is divided? Name them. Stone Age is divided into 3 periods: Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. About Neolithic we will learn in third chapter. What is evolution? So evolution is the small series of slow changes in any living thing. Name the 3 famous Paleolithic sites. The 3 famous Paleolithic sites: Bhimbetka is there, Hansgi is there and Kurnool caves, from where the fire ashes are found. What are sites? So sites are basically those places from where the evidences or the things that were used by early humans have been excavated by the archaeologists. What are rock paintings? Rock paintings are the paintings that was done by the early humans on the walls of the caves and rock shelters. These are the important source of information about the past period. So this is all for this chapter. Let's revise the Mesolithic period once again. Climatic changes occur, new varieties of plant and animals came into existence, people started doing fishing also, people started settling near the river valleys, they started making primitive houses, that means the temporary houses that were not that permanent, they started living in groups. So all these were they know the concept between the seed and the plant. They started protecting or taming animals also. So this is all for the Mesolithic period and the chapter is over. Now you can fill your book exercises by your own and question answers we will provide you. Thank you students.